do have, you know, somewhat of a global roaming champion for Damonte, this is a champion that can actually shove in with the upgraded E very quickly, get down turret damage. Lichbane second is pretty common on Victor, so I do like that as a potential style here for TSM. But Sen and TK for 100 Thieves, their bot lane locked in. We have both the bot lanes already secured here. TSM first picking that Kai'Sa as they did yesterday, securing their late game through bot. And we're going to have Sword Art playing the Rel, which should be pretty interesting. A lot of engage drafted very early on here for TSM.
Yeah, it's interesting. 100 Thieves really trying to get counterpicked there. You see them picking the dual lane together. You know neither Tahm Kench nor Center being taken away once Kai'Sa's picked up, but whether they were guaranteed or not, they said, okay, we want this lane. We want to now see what our counterpick can be. Weren't rush picking a jungler. That was the only other role you could really contest. Weren't rush picking a mid laner. Obviously, if they want Galio in this slot, they can do it and cover with ban.
Damage mid and jungle. You can go an early verdant barrier. I think that keeps you fairly safe against being burst down by a Syndra, and you can just scale into the later stages of the game. The Gnar, I do think, is very risky, though, because, like I say, Aurelia is open. You can even go range versus range with Jace. Like, there's a lot of options here as far as physical champions that are kind of scary. So Huni is blind picking this, and if he's going to play weak side, someday is someone that can maybe punish him.
Definitely agree, but the question is, does 100 Thieves actually play around top side? Certainly you could choose to ignore Senna, Tahm Kench. Like, they're almost undieable in a lot of cases. Jace does come through. So yeah, I want to see if Closer can switch his style up, you know, put some more effort towards top side, you know, try to Seraphs. You can fight second, you don't have to. Either way, it's going to give them enough mana to not worry about much of anything. Another spit back, but Hui's going to be locked up in place. He could die, has to flash early. Thankfully for him, Closer is around, and that is a big damage combo. Sword Art slowly trudging away at 100 health and has to flash it. Lost, just barely takes the javelin anyway, but that is...
They can capitalize on that, but Sword Art now here on the roam, and Damonte is still low.
Ooh, stun into stun into stun. Damonte's got nowhere to go. He's not going to burn the flash. First blood comes through. What a roam by Sword Art and a kill for Power of Evil.
That was really nicely done, but it was a setup from Power of Evil. Damonte was just slow to get out of the gravity field there, and as soon as he got locked up, it was a guaranteed follow-up there from Sword Art. So just dropping the gravity field, Damonte stepping forward to actually cue the ranged minions, and as he did that, Power of Evil immediately dropped the W on him. And you saw Damonte did not... TSM does have kind of the easier go buttons as far as the 5v5, and we'll see if they can punish Huhi here.
Double Sun comes in twice, but they're focusing onto Lost. Sword Art really can't help him. He just kind of waddles away. And hey, Speak is down here. Speak at level 6 on the Hecarim. Not going to go for a gank, although... I mean, yeah, Closer's on the way down. Damonte was moving that way as well, but they didn't know he was there. I think he could have, you know, if no one was there, that would have been a possible gank, but it was going to be countered.
Punished too much. Sword Art, though, up to the top side, looking to try to get something done here with Huni.
He's here again. Someday has flash. He's going to burn it, but still gets stunned on the way out. So he's going to go back for the re-engage on a Huni. Good flash gets the Gnar to safety, but Power of Evil is teleported top side, and he's 2-0.
Nicely done. TSM proactive on the map here. Sword Art.
So farm is also obviously positive, and top is now being pushed as well. Sword Art waiting to help with Huni if Someday goes aggressive,
this
and he is.
Kill.
All right, big damage comes across. Huni's down to 400. Nice stun combo comes across. Sentinel's going to get a shield on there, but Someday is still going to run out of health as Sword Art just cues him, ignites him, he heals up, he flashes, and it's time for Speaker to run in and do the drive-by smite. TSM 3-0.
Oh, that was actually pretty nicely played by Someday, almost killing off Huni and then utilizing the Omni Vamp he had there to try to survive the Ignite, but Spica is there to finish off the kill and pick that one up for themselves, and it looks like they could potentially get 2 towers here.
Cross, can they find the 5v2? As Sword Art Lost now get a teleport to keep him alive, but now it means the river belongs to TSM. They force a summoner TP and not much else. Can they fight them back?
For them is that they actually... Huni megaed out, so he actually is going to be on this time limit, and then as soon as that does expire, maybe they actually just try to force this right now. You can see Huni on that ward. They actually spotted him.
They're separated, but the engage is so bad. But TSM's still a little locked up. There's a double knockup. There's the big engage. They're going to bring back one, but Damonte is going to die. Lost finds the kill, and it's suddenly a 5v4. Huni kites him away, and 100 Thieves is forced to run. Huni gets a bit of damage across. Sentinel does not find a kill. Someday will live, but just like...
Sure. This game slipping away from them a bit. Now Huni looking for Mega.
Mega Gnar comes off, finds one, finds two. FBI, he's going to drop as well. 2 more kills coming across. 100 Thieves did not need to go for the re-engage there. There's no realistic way you make that one happen. TSM pinging towards the Baron. It is still fairly early on. Damonte can TP, but even if he does, it's 5 versus 3.
Yeah, I think they should go for it, and they're going to TP Victor back in, so they will be committing to this. Spica just looking for the blast cone. He will go right over the wall, and they will start this one up. They have to watch out for a closer steal, and there is still a fair bit of poke available here from Someday and Closer. And you don't want to see them just straight up 50-50 this. I think they should send someone over. Maybe Sword Art could look to try to deny it.
Empowered Shock Blast with a chance to smite. The burst is there. The capability of stealing is absolutely available here. Sunday's around, Devontae's around. They're going to go for it! Oh, it went to 24 health, but Powerville picks it up. And a second kill as well. Huni slinks away with 5 HP. He's burning, but he will not die. TSM get 5 unanswered kills and a Baron.
8-0. Baron is theirs. TSM really coming out on top in that one. It was nearly a steal as Syndra did show up, and you have the damage to combine from the Jace, the Syndra, the Nidalee, everything at once. They went in, they tried to steal this away. You can see they're trying to position here to get something down on it. The spear did land, and then TSM sends Huni over as he megas out, but they flash over to the side. They land the damage. He pounces into the pit, does drop the smite, but not quite timed well enough to get it, as it looked like Power of Evil dealt that last.
That's why I was so set on Someday being the important member, because maybe they could side lane it, but now a chomp in from Hui. They finally find a little bit of something. A Sword Art goes down. Second kill of the game finally comes through for 100 Thieves. Hui has delivered them both. Deadman's Plate even is there to keep running faster, but it just does not mean enough. The gold lead's still 7,000. More turrets going down. Hey, by the way, a solo kill. Lost just took down Demonte through the Syndra ult, so he's clapping. Mid lane 2-2 drops as well. Bot lane, top lane, all of them under fire. Spica's still side laning right now with the Baron buff on, and 100 Thieves still stuck in mid.
Yep, and no one is answering Spica. You know, he's up there in the top lane. Lost is going to be able to take down this turret. Maybe Someday can kill him. We'll see if he even wants to go for it, though. If you chase past the minions, the isolated Q damage does so much if all of those Q bullets do hit Someday, and he may just get killed here himself.
Decent damage, puts him in 300 health, but it's not going to be enough.
Being able to pick people off. So TSM are so comfortable to just spread the map. They know they have the opportunity here, as we saw this kill. Gale Force in on top, lands the Q, gets that point-blank ultimate just to absorb Demonte's ulti coming back to deny any chance that they can.
Banshee's Veil at least gets popped off of Power of Evil, but it's still not going to mean too much. Spica walks away. FBI takes a little bit of damage, but he's going to be fine as well. Can get the heals up before too long as well. Top lane inhibitor turret is gone. Baron not going to be the play just yet. Here comes the hard engage. Sword Art finds 3. Here's the horse. He's over the top. It's the equestrian combo, and this game is over. 100 Thieves. They're down to 2 members left, and the chase down's going to come in. That's going to be Someday trying his hardest. It's not going to matter. Huni is there. There's the shuffle. There's the double. There's the game. TSM, 6 wins in a row. 100 Thieves claim that they were the best team in the game. They're not even the best. Oh, I said it wrong. They're the best team in the LCS. Not even the best team in this game. That's going to be TSM knocking down the Nexus turrets. They're going to knock down the Nexus. 6-2. TSM looking sharp here.
You tried your best, Freak, just like 100 Thieves, but both of them weren't quite enough today. TSM crushing through this game, looking so dominant in this one, start to finish, covering Huni in what was really the only attempt at a dive this time around for 100 Thieves. They really did shore up that weakness up on the top side. They knew 100 Thieves picked for it. They had to cover their top laner. They did so. And Sword Art was such a standout in this game for me. The roams from him, getting a kill mid, getting a kill top, felt like a very strong early game from them. Spica not punished on the head.